Hi guys, my name is Stacia. I am the Cunning Mom, and if this is your first time viewing my channel, I just want to say welcome. I am happy that you are here, and go ahead and click that subscribe button, and also click the bell so that you get notifications when I upload a new video. All right, today I am here to do an update on the Ricewater challenge. So I did the Ricewater challenge on myself and also on my daughter. I did mine as a leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna leave the link to that video right here so that you see how I did that. So I did mine as a leave-in conditioner. It was nightly. I applied it to my scalp and then I massaged it in the scalp, and then I just styled my hair, and I did this for almost, I think it was 10 days, almost fully 2 weeks, nightly. And then I deep conditioned my hair at the end of the challenge, and I did my leg check, and you can see the video, but I got an inch of hair growth on the front and half of an inch on the side of my hair. And the first mistake was actually putting Ricewater in as a leave-in conditioner. I will not do that again. My hair is normal porosity. If you have normal porosity hair or low porosity hair, I would not suggest that you use Ricewater as a leave-in conditioner. So mistake number one was I used it as a leave-in conditioner, and I should not have done that. If I will do this again, I will not do it anytime soon, but if I do it again, I will do it as a rinse. I'm gonna put a caveat to that because my daughter also had the Ricewater challenge, and her hair is natural. I did hers as a rinse, and it was a weekly rinse. She also experienced hair growth. She had an inch on the front and on the side and half an inch on the back. But her hair also felt the way my hair felt. And I don't know if it's just in my head or what. She did not have as much shedding as I did. In fact, I think her shedding was normal amounts of shedding. Really because her hair doesn't get combed every day. I braid her hair for the week. So of course, once I take her hair out, you're gonna see, a lot of shedding for the entire week at one time. So I don't think she had a lot of shedding. So I think the rinse is the way to go. A weekly rinse, or maybe every 2 weeks. If I do it again, I'm gonna go maybe every 2 weeks. Do the rinse every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna go straight out and do it a weekly rinse on my hair just because of what I've experienced. I'm gonna take it slow. If I do hers again, I'm gonna do every 2 weeks as well because she's a child. So if you are going to do this, I would say do it as a rinse. Do not do it as a leave-in conditioner. It's too much protein. I'm just gonna come straight out and say that. My hair is accustomed to protein treatment, but it's not accustomed to protein treatment every day. Plain and simple. So that was my first mistake, doing it as a leave-in conditioner. The next mistake that I made, so mistake number 2, is I left my Ricewater. I used the same Ricewater the entire time. So I mixed one batch of Ricewater. I had it in my bottle. I added my peppermint oil to cut that smell, and I used that same Ricewater in my hair the entire time. Big no-no, okay? So you do not want to do that. I would suggest you mix a new batch of Ricewater every time you apply it to your hair. If you don't want to do that, 2 days max. Don't do what I did. So if you want to leave it maybe 2 or 3 days, okay, put it in a refrigerator. And I have to say, I had that thing for 10 days, and that peppermint oil did its job because I could not smell it. Granted, the first week of it, I had a cold, so I probably couldn't smell anything, but I really did not smell that. I did not smell it that entire time. So maybe that's what fooled me. Maybe if I did smell it, I wouldn't have used it. But that's mistake number 2. I used the same batch of rice water, and I know some people on my rice water video, some people did comment asking if it was the same batch. And I was very honest, and I said yes, I did use the same rice water. But the thing is, that rice water was continuing to ferment. So it was becoming more and more potent. And that could have contributed also to the excessive shedding that I saw. I saw some breakage, but it wasn't like a whole lot of breakage, but it was breakage. You know, your hair is breaking, it's not going to retain length. So you got hair growth, but you have breakage. What do you got? What do you have? At that point, what do you have? It's balancing itself out. I got a trim after my rice water. It's not like I needed a trim because I had the rice water. I needed a trim prior, but I wanted to just finish it up and then get my trim. So my hair has been trimmed. It's the state that it's in right now. Okay, so mistake number 3. I did not condition every night. So mistake number 3 is condition. I did not condition my hair every night. I did it about twice throughout the challenge, and I really should have done it every night. Like every night I applied that rice water to my hair, I should have conditioned my hair. So I think that probably contributed to some of the breakage that I saw. That's quite possible. So I conditioned my daughter's hair every time she got the rice water treatment. I gave her a deep conditioner. I was really anal about that, just because she's young, you know, and rice water as a protein treatment is strong. I've given her some natural protein treatments in the past, and I actually have a video to that. I'll leave the link to that video right here for you guys. So I actually made my own protein treatment for her hair from natural ingredients. And so this was a lot stronger for her being a child. She's 8 years old. So that's why I was very adamant about deep conditioning her hair and keeping it very moisturized throughout the entire challenge. So if you're gonna do the rice water challenge, make sure you're conditioning your hair, make sure your hair is fully moisturized. Mistake number 4, I applied heat after the rice water challenge. I styled my hair and I applied heat. Now granted, I did air dry my hair, and if you do not air dry, I suggest you start doing that. The less heat you put on your hair, the better. Heat is no good. Heat is not good. Of course, we're gonna need it from time to time. We're gonna need heat so we can get our hair right, get it looking right. So it's not something that you can avoid, but it is something you can minimize. And when you're blow drying your hair and you're tugging on it, you're applying heat and pressure at the same time, and that's not good. It is not good. So I got my hair relaxed and I air dried my hair. Yeah, I air dry as much as I possibly can. The only time I will blow dry my hair is if I am in desperate need of time. If I do not have the time to wait for my hair to dry, is the only time I will blow dry my hair. So air dry as much as you possibly can. I did air dry, but I flat ironed it because I wanted it like really nice and silky straight. So I flat ironed it, and I should not have done that right after the rice water challenge. I should not have applied any heat. So even if you're natural and you do the rice water challenge, try not to put your hair under any type of pressure right after the rice water challenge. You just want your hair to breathe, to be free, okay? So that's mistake number 4. I applied heat while I was styling. Okay. So, like I said, those are the mistakes I made throughout the process. Now, how did I correct that mistake? That's the important part, right? When you have a problem, you need to solve that problem. And I need to figure out why why I was experiencing those shedding and what can I do to fix it. So I had to lean on my past experience from getting protein treatment. And one thing that I always do after my protein treatment, when I use the Apogee protein treatment, one thing I always do after the treatment is to apply the balancing moisturizer, right? That's supposed to balance the pH in your hair because you've added protein to your hair. So the balancing moisturizer is the last step that you do in that process to balance your pH. If you think about it, we made rice water. We all make rice water. We have a recipe where we make rice water. We are not in a lab. We are not chemists. So we do not know what the pH level is of that rice water. And then take me, for instance. I allowed this rice water to ferment for 10 days. That was major. That was a huge mistake. Okay? So do I know what the pH level was? Do I know what the pH level that I was putting in my hair? No, I have no clue. So how are we going to correct that? So I leaned on my past experience of applying protein treatment and the balancing moisturizer from Apogee is what I turned to. Okay, so I'm just going to read a little snippet of what it says here about the balancing moisturizer. It says the Apogee balancing moisturizer helps restore softness and elasticity to dry, brittle hair. Use as a moisturizing conditioner and the second step to the Apogee two-step protein treatment. So since I felt like my hair had too much protein and I felt like I needed to balance it, this is the only thing I could have thought of. And it's in my house, okay? Apogee Balancing Moisturizer. So this is the only thing I could have think to use. I had it here and I used it. So I washed my hair and I applied the balancing moisturizer. I left it on there for 5 minutes and then I washed it out. Guys, when I was done, my hair felt so soft. You have no idea how happy I was. I mean, this is not sponsored. This is not sponsored. I have this here because I have the stuff that I trust and the stuff that I've been using for years, they're in my cabinet. That's why this is here. I have the protein treatment, I have the balancing moisturizer. This is why this is here. My hair felt so normal again that I don't want to say brittle because it didn't feel brittle, but it also did not feel like it wasn't in its normal state. It wasn't what I was used to. But this gave me life again. It gave my hair life again. I think I didn't have the elasticity. I think that's probably what it was. I don't know. Somebody please, in the comment, please just elaborate on what I'm trying to say here. If you know what I'm trying to say. If you don't, I'll figure it out and I'll put it in the description or something. I'll figure out the proper way of saying it. But the way I corrected that all of my mistakes, every single one of the mistakes that I made, the way I corrected it is using this. The balancing moisturizer. It restored the pH level to my hair. Whatever it's supposed to be. I'm not a chemist. I don't know for sure. But what I do know is it was not what it's supposed to be. It was not in a healthy state, and this gave me that. I know I'm being a little bit dramatic, but somebody's going through this right now. I know somebody has to be going through this and trying to figure out what they're going to do about their hair. So I would suggest you go get that, and then please comment below and let me know if it worked for you. I'll tell you this, I did the exact same thing on my daughter's hair, and it gave her hair new life. Yes. I know I'm being dramatic. I know I'm being dramatic. But I'm so serious about this. I'm so serious. And when I did that, I air dried my hair again. And I air dried, I moisturized my leave-in conditioner and my oil. And I was so happy. I was so happy. So that's it, guys. So I'm gonna do a recap. I like to give recaps in case somebody just went to the end of the video and just bypassed everything else that I said. Everything else that I said is very important, but I'm gonna give a recap for those people because I really want you guys to get this. So the mistakes I've made. Mistake number 1 is I did my rice water as a leave-in conditioner, and it was not good for my hair. I know there are people who do it as a leave-in conditioner, and I mean, everybody posts about growth. Yeah, I had growth too. My daughter had growth too. But the condition, the state, the health of your hair is more important. We're all gonna have growth. If you have healthy hair, you're gonna have hair growth. So applying rice water to speed up that growth is one thing, but are you gonna retain that length? Are you gonna retain the length? So you can go ahead and do it as I know there are people who do it as a leave-in conditioner. I will never do that again, never. So mistake number 1, leave-in conditioner. The next time I do it, if I do it, I'm gonna do it as a rinse. Mistake number 2, I allowed the rice water to ferment too long, way too long. And when I say long, I'm talking 10 days long. While I was doing I allowed it to ferment throughout the entire challenge. That's mistake number 2. Mistake number 3, I did not condition every night. Every time I applied that rice water to my hair, I should have conditioned my hair. So if you do decide to do it as a leave-in conditioner, please moisturize your hair every time. And mistake number 4, I applied heat after after the rice water challenge. I applied heat to style my hair. So those are the 4 mistakes that I've made. And how do we correct that mistake? We need to restore a balanced pH level to our hair. What can we do to do that? If anybody knows another way of doing that, please let me know. I don't know. The only thing I know is what I had in my cabinet, and it's this. And I have this because I typically use their protein treatment, and this is the final step of their protein treatment. So I think when I was done with my rice water, I should have done this. I should have done this. That's what I think. So if you do it, I would suggest you use the balancing moisturizer after you wash your rice water out of your hair. So I'm gonna tell you this. If I do the rice water challenge again, I'm gonna do it as a rinse. I'm gonna do it as a rinse every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I'm gonna do this rinse. I am going to, when I wash that rice water out of my hair, I'm going to apply this. I'm going to apply the balancing moisturizer. And then I'm going to a deep conditioner. Then I'm going to air dry. Then I'm going to moisturize and seal. So if I do it again, that will be my process. So if you choose to do the rice water challenge, I would strongly suggest that you take that route. Learn from me, learn from everyone else. If someone posts videos or update videos on the things you should not do, take heed of them. I mean, that's why we do these videos. So we can help each other, okay? So that is it for me. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I felt it was my duty to give an update from my last video, so that's why I'm here. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys find this very helpful, and please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye-bye.